I will start my talk with beautiful lines by Julia L. Corney, a very famous poet. You might be familiar with her because she's been taught in our ninth standard. She has written very simple lines, but those simple lines carry a huge message. She says, little drops of water, little grains of sand, little drops of water, little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and a pleasant land. Little words of kindness and little deeds of love. Little words of kindness and little deeds of love make our world and garden like the heaven above. If we go through the message of these lines, we come to know that all the great steps, all the great achievements of life are taken through the smaller steps. And if we focus on those smaller steps, our journey of success becomes easier. And today I am here to tell you how can we initiate those smaller steps to turn them into the best journey of our life. I would also quote here beautiful lines from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and that's again from your course, and it is taught in class 10. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that not gold but only man can make a nation great and strong. Not gold but only man can make a nation great and strong. Men who for truth and honor's sake stand fast and suffer long. Brave man is he who works while others sleep, who dares while others fly. He builds the pillars of nation deep and lifts them to the sky. So you are basically the basic asset that any nation possesses. The Pakistanis are very much proud that we have talented youth, and these youth can turn our journey into a memorable achievement. So here we will be talking about information for local universities, but before initiating my talk on this particular topic, because joining a university is the dream of every youth, and joining the best university in the best and choice department is a decision that is to be taken very much carefully. There are certain things, there are certain goals that as a student we need to set for ourselves. Most importantly, our youngsters, when they pursue their academic career, they are helpless to decide anything for their future, because I'm talking in our local context that our decisions are made by our parents. Our decisions are made by our seniors. My father wants me to become a doctor, my father wants me to become an engineer, my father wants me to become a lawyer, my father wants me to pursue competitive exam. Where is my choice? What do I want to become? This is the thing that is least scared of. Sometimes we are never asked about this. Fortunate are those ones whose parents and whose teachers inquire these questions from them. So this is our biggest dilemma, and this is our dilemma that we face from class 9th and 10th. Once you pass your 9th and 10th, you are put into a very fixed position where you have to opt only two fields. For example, if I ask you that what were your choices for your future studies after completing your matriculation, there were only two choices for you, either to join pre-medical or to join pre-engineering. And joining pre-medical was meant for opting medical field in future, and pre-engineering was meant for joining engineering field. And for girls, it is always suggested that they must join pre-medical, because pre-engineering is something that is beyond their ken. These are certain limitations of our academic institutions. We have a number of opportunities that we can initiate in the very beginning of our life. The preparation of life begins when you first time step into a school. The countries that are known as developed countries, why are they developed? Because they decide about their future at the very early stage of their academic career. Whereas our academic career starts after 9th and 10th class with very limited options. Means we don't have any option. You might be wondering that what options do we avail after after completing our matriculation. So let me tell you, Pakistan, even in Sindh we have different options, but unfortunately our institutions don't offer them. We have pre-commerce, for example, students interested in business studies, they can opt for commerce subjects, but unfortunately our colleges don't offer it. We have a pure section and pure course for computer sciences students willing to join the fields of computer future may purely of computer sciences, but unfortunately our institutions don't offer it. Most of our students, after completing their intermediate, go to general universities, means pursuing their masters in English, in Sindhi, in Urdu, in any language or international relations, political science and others. For them, it was the best choice to opt for arts in intermediate, but opting arts in intermediate seems a very risky decision on our part, so our institutions don't offer. So we are put in a very limited situation, and then we are expected that we will shine. So it is a very tough it is a very tough decision on the part of these youngsters who have to cope number of problems in the fields of academics, and then they have to shine and prove their work. But don't worry, this is not your case. This was my case. This was case of my father. This was case of your teachers. This was case of your seniors. This was case of everyone who was one generation ahead of you. So we have been facing this. We are facing it, and probably let's pray that our juniors will not face it. But as far as our conditions are concerned, I foresee that our juniors will be facing this problem. But don't worry, we have certain things to do, and those tips will help us to shine and to excel in any field, in any situation we are put in. We are living in 21st century, and this century, this 22-3 is quite different from 1999. This is what you believe. Your generation is quite different, because when you opened your eyes, you saw that everyone was holding a mobile phone in his or her hand. For you people, dreaming life without cell phone might be a tough question. But I am of the generation where there was no existence of mobile phone. I saw that people used to live without cell phones. There wasn't any cell phone. You people have opened eyes into a digital world. Whereas when I was born, and I was not born in 1960s, I was born in 1980s. My year of birth is 1983. So when I was born, the world was not that much digitalized. But when you were born, the world was very much digitalized. So my path for success was different from yours. You need to be very much calculated. You need to be very much careful, because the race for success and race for shining is now quite changed. These are not the things that you people are wearing. The entire world is availing all these things. And I'm sure that most of you might be familiar with ChatGPT, the latest development in the field of education. So this is an era of ChatGPT, and in presence of ChatGPT, you need to find your proper place. So when you are going ahead to the march of success, because I would surely name it success, at the end, whatever you achieve, that is success. Now that success is a grander success, that success is an average success, or that success is a limited success. That is another thing. But finally, in the evening, whatever you achieve, that is known as success. So you all will be successful in one way or other. But my focus is that you people should not achieve anything average, because the circumstances that are provided to you, the things, the system, the education, the teachers, the mentors, the syllabus, the opportunities that are provided to you are quite different from the opportunities provided to your counterparts. Just compare yourself with the students who are pursuing this same degree, this same program in a government institution. For example, if you are going to compare yourself with the students of Superior College or any other college of Kharagpur that is being run by government, you stand at a privileged position, isn't that? And please speak up. I don't want to make this session as a single-sided. I want your participation as well. your faces and you are not speaking, at least your faces must, coordinate with me so that I may tag that you are taking interest in it. So when you put yourself in comparison with the rest of the students from Kharagpur, you stand at a privileged position. And by tomorrow evening, if your achievement equals to the achievement of a student from a public run institution, then all the expenses, all the privileges, all the priorities that are given to you, and it's more. So you have greater responsibilities on your shoulder. You need to prove your worth better than all your counterparts. You need to prove that all these things have contributed into your overall development. You are lucky that you are sitting in such a wonderful condition. For me, it is a dreamlike situation that I will sit where I am surrounded by books. This is my dream, that I may sit and I may deliver talk where there are a number of books, because books always signify education, books always signify enlightenment. So you are sitting in an enlightened situation. It is time that we may better enlighten our mind. And the scholars have suggested that the youngsters of today, the youngsters of 2023, can enlighten their minds when they take life skills seriously. How many among have you heard life skills? Have you heard this term? Life skills. As we have communication skills, as we have quant skills, as we have digital skills, there is a term these days in the market that is known as life skills. Life skills is sum of all the skills that will contribute in our development in our life. Life skill is something that if we take them seriously, our life will become easier. Easier in the sense that our march for success will become easier. Because what do we mean by life? Life biologically means you are, living, you have taken birth, you are growing, and you are multiplying, and finally there will be a stage when you will physically die. This is a biological sense of life. But academic sense of life, intellectual sense of life is that we live beyond this. For example, if I ask you a simple question, do you think that Quaid-e-Azam is lying or dead? He is physically dead, but he is living in our heart. For example, if I ask Shah Latif, is he living or dead? He died, some 275 years ago, but he is living in our hearts. So can't we be like them, that we may defeat death and we may live for centuries, whereas our physical death might have occurred. So this is real achievement of life, and this is what we all need to attain. And this is the purpose of my today's session. So what you have to do, don't worry, I'm not going to involve you in certain things or certain tricks that are Greek to you, that are beyond your comprehension, that are very difficult to achieve, that are very difficult to master. The things are very much common to you, but you people simply ignore them. Because in our life we have been continuously ignoring simple things. That was the reason I selected my first quotation from Julia Icarni, because she reminds us that all great achievements are attained through smaller steps. And what are those smaller steps? As a student, it is your obligation and it is your duty that you must go through your textbooks, your course books. Is it like that? It is your obligation, it is your duty. And if you fail to attain that duty, you will fail to attain good results. And failing, attaining good results will ultimately lead you towards failure. And a failure is not a good thing that anyone would like in life. So what do we often do? We go through the textbooks very seriously, very minutely, begging our teachers for help, begging our mentors for help, sometimes engaging in evening tuition, sometimes engaging our brothers, our sisters, every talented student to guide them. So this is what you have been doing. But this is what every student does in Pakistan. This is what even the students of Superior College have to do. This is what a student from Kanyago has to do. What you people need to do to multiply your chances of golden success. The thing is that the students of Superior College might not be provided with this facility of library, such a wonderful library in their college. You are allowed this thing. Your counterparts in Kharagpur might not have access to international journals that I saw today in office of your director. Modern International Journal was there. Other students of Kharagpur might not have access to it, but you people have access to it. So you need to utilize all these things in a proper way, so that tomorrow when you are competing with anyone, and keep in mind your competition is not limited to the students of Kharagpur alone. You have not only competition with the students of Sindh alone, you have to compete with the students of entire Pakistan. But again, Pakistan is a limited scope. You have to compete with rest of the world. Your competition is world. And anyone among you who thinks that my competition is with a student of Kharagpur stands as a failure. Your competition is not with the students of Kharagpur alone. Your competition is with the rest of the world. Because you all are born with equal energy. You all are born with equal brains. You all are born with equal blessings. Cutting this point, I will come to this point again, because I feel that there are certain elements of boredom on your face. Let me make this moment lighter one. We people have always been, frightened by our Maulvis, that in Akhirah there will be questions from us, and then Allah Almighty will decide our future. Okay? According to those things. Is it clear? Do you know this thing that we will be asked in our graves? I'm talking about Day of Judgment, when Allah Almighty will be evaluating our performance of this world. The first question that Maulvi Sahib tells us is that Allah will ask about namaz. Okay, this is what we have been told. Yes. But namaz is something that is related with Allah. And Allah Almighty clearly states that my things, my rights, hukukullah are something that Allah may easily forgive it. If Allah is graceful, we have great faith in Allah's grace, Allah will forgive us on this. Do you know which is the most difficult question where we all will be punished? Even I will be punished for that. That question is, Allah will ask you, I created you as a human being. Don't you think that is blessing of Allah? Allah might have created us as an animal. Allah might not have created us. Okay? Had we complained if Allah had created us as an animal? No. We had no choice. Allah will ask us, when I created you as a human being, as a sane human being, as a sound human being, with a sound body, with a sound mind, with the intellect awarded to you, with critical thinking awarded to you, with faculty of speech awarded to you, with vision awarded to you, the most difficult question will be, Allah will ask, what did you do for yourself, for your family and for your country? This is the question where we all will be punished. So this life is not an individual life. Don't think that either I am doing something great or not, I will be spared in hereafter. No, in hereafter we will be questioned on these lines. Because Allah means a lot of things, and all these blessings will be accounted for. And then on the account of those blessings and the utilization of those blessings, our standard in heaven, our standard in Jannah will be decided. Best among you will be the one who might have served himself well and who have contributed into the well-being of his community, and one who contributes best for his country, and finally one who contributes for humanity. Those are to be rewarded with the best status in Jannah. This is the question. This is what we need to do. So our future planning is not limited to our individual achievements. Our future planning must be based on our overall contribution to the society. And this is what our youngsters must learn. This is what our youngsters must know. You don't have individual lives. You think that your life is individual. Whatever you do with your life is your choice. No. We are human beings. Human beings are social animals. We are socially constructed. Our living is related with our parents. Our living is related with our friends. Our living is related with our community. Our living is related with our country. Our living is relevant and connected with entire humanity. And then contributing to the entire humanity must be our choice. So when we will be deciding our future strategy, when I or you will be deciding for your future plan for your studies, we need to keep all these things in our mind. Clear? So this is the first thing that we need to commit ourselves. Commitment is certain thing. Because if you have greater commitments, you have greater cause. If you want to dream high, you need to contribute in a brilliant manner, in a higher manner. So the educationists have devised the term life skills. If our youngsters are good in life skills, they can contribute positively into the development of society. And I have a list of those life skills and I am going to share with you. These life skills are not strange to you. You all are familiar with them. But you have never taken them as a term life skill. For example, the first life skill is communication skill. Okay? And communication skill is what your teachers might be telling you every day, that you must be good in communication, you must be good in writing skills, you must be good in speaking skills. To become good writer, you need to be good reader. To become good speaker, you need to be good listener. So these are the 4 skills that we need to master if we want to improve our communication skills. Along with communication skills, the next life skill is we are living in a very different world. I told you that you are living in a world that was different from our world. And that world is, this is a digital world. This is a digital world. So second life skill is digital skills. Today, if anyone among you is not able to operate a computer, is not able to use laptop, is not able to use cell phone, is not able to use mobile applications, is not able to benefit from internet, is not able to prepare his or her notes from YouTube and other online resources, then a student is considered as an illiterate student. Because literacy today is related with digital skills. If you are lacking in these skills, kindly invest your time, kindly invoke your seniors, invoke your teachers, invoke your online resources to master it. Because in the race of life, if you will lag behind in digital skills, you cannot compete with your counterparts. So the second life skill is digital skills. That's fine. The third life skill. Everyone among us is endowed with a certain talent. We all are talented. Almighty Allah has created us with a lot of talent. Our problem is that we are unaware of our talent. We are unaware of our talent. So we need to identify our talent. We need to identify our value and our worth. Now this is the biggest question. This requires a complete session how to identify this, but I am going to tell you certain points that may make it very much easier for you to understand. How many among you sing in bathrooms? There are bathroom singers. Huh? We all do often. I am not talking that you are melodious or not. I am not asking that you might be singing like Atif Aslam. I simply mean that how many love to sing in bathroom. Okay, not in bathrooms, because bathroom might be socially, negative connoted word. How many among you love to sing when they are ill, when there is no one around? Or when, for example, if we quit this hall, how many among you will love to sing? Now the hands are started raising. So you all have talent for singing. You all have talent for singing. How many among you can differentiate the taste of good meal? For example, you are being served meal here, biryani for example per se. How many among you may differentiate that this is a tastier biryani, or this is an average biryani, or this is not good biryani? How many among you may differentiate? Very good. Okay. How many among you are supposed to write report for this session. If I give you an assignment, that at the end you write a little assignment or a little commentary for this session, how many among you will voluntarily do this? Okay. So now see, I can ask many questions to identify many talents among you, but from these three questions we can see that we have future singers here, we can see that we have future chefs here, we can see that we have future writers here. And in this way, we have other questions as well to identify that what potential we have got. Every man is endowed with any talent. How many among you, while sitting papers to draw sketches or draw useless lines, okay, while they are sitting, they are drawing something that is not with any purpose. So we have future artists here, we have future drawing masters here, we have sketch masters here. How many among you love to utter dialogues? Silence please. How many among you love to utter dialogues? For example, when you are there, instead of answering something smoothly, you answer it in a form of a dialogue. Okay? This is what most of the Sindhis do. This is what I have often seen students doing. So we have hidden actors inside us. We have lot of talent inside us. We have a potential, but we never try to utilize that potential. Now, socially, we are restrained to opt for only two fields. I told you from the very beginning that our parents want us to become doctor, our parents want us to become engineer. They never ask us that what do we want to become. If our parent asks us what do we want to become, our choices must be we want to become chefs, we want to become actors, we want to become singers, we want to become writers, we want to become thinkers, we want to become artists, we want to become sketch writers, we want to become, we can do each and anything, each and everything. While we were students, our teachers used to ask a question, what do you want to become in future? This is a traditional cliche that most of teachers ask. When teacher is not in the mood of teaching, he often asks such type of question. What do you want to become in future? Let me share you my story. When I was in 8th class, our teacher asked this question, that what do you want to become in future? We were 23 students in the class. Out of these 23, 22 students, means my 22 class fellows, replied they wanted to become doctor and engineer. They replied they wanted to become doctor and engineer. When it was my turn, when teacher asked me what do you want to become in future, I told him that I want to become a teacher. You know what was the response from my teacher? Master Ji, you want to become teacher? Oh man, you are very much poor in thinking. Just enrich your thinking and tell me any other job, tell me any other profession. So I told him that, sir, I want to become an actor. Again, his response was like, you are son of a mullah. Your father will not allow you to become an actor. You don't have television in your home. How come it possible that you will become an actor? So think something better. And then my third answer was, sir, I want to become a politician. He said, come on man, in Pakistan, person who like you can't be a politician. Jilani Sahib Khairpur will not allow you to run for any election. So this is beyond your team. You cannot become a politician. So think beyond this. I humbly, because we all were afraid of our teachers and we must be afraid of our teachers, afraid in a sense of respect, because we all have due respect for teachers. And let me tell you one thing clearly, those who respect their teachers, at the end of life, only this respect helps them to excel ahead of their counterparts. These are my serious words, keep in your mind. When it comes for equal competition, for example in any test, if any student secures 40 equal marks, you know who is going to excel ahead? Three qualities that help you to become successful in life are respect for your teachers and respect for your parents, respect for humanity, and love for your nation. These are three things that make you, that create distinction among you and your counterparts. So always cultivate these three things in you. Always show proper and due respect to your teachers and to your parents. And let me tell you, those who are respectful to teachers are always respectful to their parents. Those who are respectful to their parents are respectful to teachers. Number one. Number two, you must have the habit of compassion. You must have the habit of sympathy and empathy towards your fellow man. Those who have no sympathy for other fellow beings is not supposed to be a human being. How many among you are worried or concerned about the current situation of Palestine? How many among you weep for the children of Palestine? If you are not weeping for them, if you are not showing solidarity with them, if you are not standing with them, if you are not condemning the brutality of Israel, we must rethink and revisit our human values. Because our humanity requires us to do this. For example, tomorrow you are going to be Prime Minister of Pakistan, and inshallah one among you will be. If you are going to be the President of Pakistan, hopefully one among you will be. If you are going to be the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, hopefully one among you will be. If you are going to be the Chief of Army Staff of Pakistan, hopefully one among you will be. If you are lacking in empathy and sympathy, if you don't have respect for humanity, what is use of being holding such a greater office? So we need all such fellows who are not academically brilliant, but who are rich in humanity and humanism as well. Because this country, this nation, and the entire world needs such individuals. Okay, so my teacher said that you cannot be a politician,